Hello guys, it's Fly Girl VSG coming into you with my week. I've got notes this time. Week 113 since vertical sleeve gastrectomy. I wanted to show you my shirt first because how cute is this? Okay, but first coffee. Also, I'm drinking coffee from my cup that Liz gave me. I got like 6 coffee cups for Christmas this year, so I actually had to pack up a bunch because I didn't have room for all of them. I had to pack up a bunch of like older ones and big ones because like I drink enough coffee without having to drink them out of mugs this tall. And so I got so many great ones. So I'm trying to rotate, keep the rotation going so I get to enjoy all of them. So yeah, anyway, so today's my week 113. I've got lots of things to talk about today, so I'm going to try to be fast. I'm on my 3rd cup of coffee. It's 12:30. So there's a chance that you may not be able to understand anything I say. I've already had many people that I've talked to today be like, I can't understand you. You're talking too fast. It's hot. Okay, so a couple things. Vertical sleeve gastrectomy on December 5th, December 5th, 2013, with Dr. J. Jan at Legacy Good Samaritan Hospital. I weighed in at the 2-week pre-op diet at 301.2. I weighed in day of surgery at 291.8. I'm going to get you guys a little bit closer to me. Come here, darling. 291.8. I don't remember the last time I reported my weight to you guys. I think the last time I reported my weight, I was like shocked and appalled at the number. So I didn't make an, I have notes everywhere, so I don't know when that was exactly, but I will say this. I did really good about not eating and drinking my way through December until Christmas. And then it was like no holds barred, especially knowing that I was going to give up drinking on December 31st or the 1st, like when I went to bed. So I drank a lot that last like 4, 5, 6 days. And then the weekend after New Year's, because I wasn't drinking and Kent and I stayed home the whole weekend watching movies and doing Cloud City, like I ate whatever I wanted. So I started the 3-day refresh, which is a Beachbody thing. Some people are really skeptical about this, but I will say this. I started the 3-day refresh. I've done this 3rd time I've done it. I started it on January 4th. I weighed in at 209. At 209. I think that's the last number I reported. Because I think I did a video on Wednesday before I left for vacation, if I'm correct. Because it's been a couple weeks since I've tuned into you guys. Sorry, I'm all about my coffee right now. I really should be all about you, but like I don't like cold coffee, so it's nice and warm, and it's cold in here. A little bit cold. Anyway, see? I'm so I'm like doing the whole distracted thing. 209. So on the 3-day refresh, I lost no inches off my hips, but I lost 1 inch off my waist, bloat. I lost 3.4 pounds, bloat, in those 3 days. Now, something to say about the 3-day refresh is I had done it once before. I lost about 3.5 pounds, same as this time. But because I continued to eat clean afterwards, I dropped another like 4 pounds. So I lost about 7 pounds. And then I think I would have continued to lose had it not been for the IUD thing, which then I gained 10 or 12 pounds like super fucking fast. And then it's been, obviously, as you guys have been tuning in, a roller coaster of mostly up, but this for sure since then. And that was just several months ago. So the second time I did the 3-day refresh, I didn't do it right. I didn't do it according to plan. I cheated a lot. Not a lot, but I wasn't very good. And then I did it at a time where I knew, where I didn't realize at the time, but I was jumping into kind of old bad habits afterwards. Like I think it was right after was it Thanksgiving, Halloween? I don't know. It might have been Halloween. But then I was going on vacation, so it just didn't work. I didn't lose anything that time. But this time I lost 3.2 pounds. I did it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so the 4th, 5th, and 6th. And then I left for vacation. Now, eating while you're traveling is always a challenge, right? My only goal for vacation was I knew that if I could do this one thing, which is very hard, I think when you have, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys tell me your experience, but when you have something that you have as a habit in your mind and you associate one thing with another and you have to break one of those, it's really fucking hard. So like some people when they're smokers and they give up smoking, they know they need to give up smoking, right? But they have a really hard time because they always smoked with their morning coffee, or they always smoked in the car. So every time they have their morning coffee, that's when their like drive to smoke is the bit hardest. Or when they get in the car, then they, you know, they want to roll down the window and light their cigarette. Like that's when that drive is the hardest, not during the other parts of the day that you may not associate with smoking a cigarette, but those few things that are really habitual. So for me, I get like a king size bag of peanut M&Ms every time I get on the plane. I think there's probably been a handful of times I've traveled where I have not done that. But if it's not that, it's some other candy bar, something. So my only goal for traveling was to not do that. I didn't set any other parameters. I was like, I'm going to eat what I eat. I knew going down there, like the people that we were staying with that live in Nicaragua, I have friends that we stayed with. I knew that the food was simple and whole and clean and good. And like, I wasn't worried about what I was going to end up putting in my mouth. I knew that I was making a choice to not drink alcohol, and that my only goal was to not eat candy on the plane. I ended up not eating candy. I don't think I ate candy at all. So there were 4 plane rides, 2 there, 2 back, and I did not get peanut M&Ms eat any time. I did, however, eat the cookies that they gave me on the plane. They're like little biscotti. They're like butter cookies, I guess. I especially on the last trip when I was getting hangry, I had like three packets of those, so like 6 crackers. But with that being said, and I'll talk about vacation in a minute, because I do want to talk about Countdown to WLSFA, and I don't want you guys to have to wait like 15 years or minutes to get to that part of the video. So anyway, I weighed in January 4th, which is essentially my new year, at 209. I weighed in this morning. You guys wait for it. You guys waiting? At fucking 197.8. What? Holy shit! I've lost 11.2 pounds in 2.5 weeks. Like, and on vacation. 10 of those days, 10 of the last 16 days, I've been on vacation. Like, what the fuck? So, I mean, and I ate sugar when I was there. Like, so every time somebody had an alcoholic drink, they were making, like, juice drinks with honey and fresh G or G. What the fuck is G? Tea, juice, honey, and rum. I would have what they were having, just minus the rum. So, my drinks were juice, honey, things like that. So, there was sugar in them from the juice and the honey, obviously. And the only thing that didn't settle well is I overate this. On the last couple days, my friend made this Oreo cookie cake. So you put Oreo cookies on the bottom of the baking pan, and then you cover the baking pan with chocolate cake batter, and then you bake it. And that wasn't even the best part. Like, I had like 2 or so pieces of that, like small pieces, but he also had extra cake batter, so he ended up making like basically cupcakes, but instead of frosting, he put an Oreo cookie on top. I had 3 of those in like 2 or 3 days. So I had plenty of junk. That's all the junk food I ate. I had plenty of that though. The rest of the time, there were not a green in sight. I think we had spinach one night. But everything was lots of garlic, lots of fresh seasoning, fish, lobster, it's called gallo pinto, which is beans and rice, and like usually a pulled pork or pulled chicken, or just beans and rice. I think the worst thing I ate that was a local food was this, like what they called an enchilada. Ugh, it was so not an enchilada that I have ever seen. It was like deep fried. It was like a tortilla. It was like a taco stuffed with rice, which I ended up picking out because it was mostly rice, and then meat, and then fried. So good. It was so good. And it was at a place like, I don't know. I've had a little bit of a parasite since like day 3. But I feel fine. It's just things are coming out a little different, but it's fine. So yeah, everything was just plantains and fish and chicken and whole food. You know, the best food I ate there actually was the food that my hosts cooked, and for sure. It was so amazing. But I ate as much as I wanted. I wasn't like, oh, I can only have a quarter cup of that. Like I overate a lot. Like there was one time we went out to dinner and I loved it so much. I actually, you know, keep in mind that this is a place that's like, you can walk to from their house. It's close to the beach and they've got like wild turkeys and pigs and stuff like tied up to a tree outside. So it's not like the bathroom was terrifying and I had to go throw up. Oh God, it sucks. So I threw up there, but what do you do? But my whole point is that I am shocked. I am not shocked that I lost weight, but I'm shocked that I've lost this much weight. I don't know if it's like finally like the steroid and IUD stuff is all working itself out and evening out. I feel like the 3-day refresh always gives me a kickstart, and I've been like definitely 80-20. I feel like I could still do better, but like definitely not been bad in terms of diet. I'm back working out again. Today is my rest day. But I started that Monday. So, and I'm going to go into that with my countdown to WLSFA goals. But yeah, 11.2 pounds. So I am officially, and it's amazing because like, for example, when I got this shirt, like I would have had to wear shapewear because it actually, here, I'll show you. It actually fit like kind of like this. And so like my big belly was sticking out, and now it's like just normal. Like I don't even have to wear shapewear with it. And it's, you know, it's a large, but these run really quite small. I find. So, I'm just fucking stoked about it. My jeans are fitting, like everything is fitting better. And I was like, that's really all I want. I mean, that's not all I want. I want to get back down to where I was and to goal, but you know, fuck, that was 30 pounds away. And now it's only 16.6 pounds. We'll just say 17 pounds away. Like it was 28 pounds. Like I'm so excited. So I'm finally on a downward trajectory. We'll see if I can keep it up. Knock on wood, fake wood, whatever that is. So let's talk a little bit about, oh, and I drank Shakeology while I was on vacation too. That was pretty awesome. Always helps me curb cravings. So countdown to WLSFA, countdown to Nashville. Everyone's putting on goals. I hadn't really given it much thought. I'm obviously behind on this. I think we have 16 weeks now to WLSFA. Let me double check my calendar. Sorry guys. I don't mean to take up your time, but you can look at my pretty makeup, which looks kind of a little washed out actually, because I'm sitting in front of a window. Also have collarbones again, just so you know. Okay, so it's from today, actually, because I fly in on a Thursday. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 weeks from today, I'll be flying in. So in 16 weeks, I expect to lose another. So my total goal originally, which I didn't make public because I hadn't made a video, was to lose 27 pounds. So essentially to be 181, which when I came back from like 3 weeks after WLSFA last year, I was 181.2, which is the lowest number I've seen on the scale. So my goal for WLSFA is to be 181, to be at my all-time lowest number on the scale. So I've already lost 11.2. So my goal right now is to lose 15. Can you guys even see that? No, 15.8 pounds in 16 weeks. Let's divide that by 16. That's 0.98. So basically 1 pound a week. But a little less, like 1 ounce less. 0.98. So I'm just gonna round up 1 pound a week between now and then. So I'm hopefully, you know, that's hard to expect. I expect I'll have some weeks that I'll lose a couple, and some weeks I won't lose at all. I have no idea if the lack of alcohol is having an effect on this, but I definitely think it's helping. And I feel good. I am drinking more coffee, but I think it's because I brought a lot, like I've been drinking Nicaraguan coffee, which tastes completely different. Like it tastes like coffee, but it tastes like coffee on magic, like magical coffee. It is smooth. It is, oh, I cannot get enough. Oh my God, it's so good. I'm drinking right now. And it's gone. No, I have like 3 pounds in the freezer. Seriously, it's so good. So my goal is to lose another 15.8 pounds, 27 pounds total between now and WLSFA. My other goal is to get in 50 workouts. Originally I'd said 60, but let's look at the calculator again. So you guys are going through this whole process while I'm deciding what my goals are. So sorry about that. I want there to be 3 goals, but I don't know what the third goal is. I'm do really well on water. I drink at least 3 liters of water a day, so I don't really know. 60 divided by 16 is 3.75 workouts a week. So I'm going to say 60. I'm going to say my goal is 60 workouts between now and WLSFA because 50 is not enough. So I'm going to say workouts 60. I am down 2 or 3. I feel like I should be down 3. I worked out Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Is that right? Yeah, I'm going to say 3 because I'm 1 workout behind, which would put, that's, yes, okay, on my calendar. So I'm still doing hammer and chisel. So goal number 1, workout 60 workouts. So I have 57 to go. Goal number 2, lose 27 pounds, of which I have 15.8 pounds to lose. And then goal number 3, I don't know, you guys, help me decide on that. I mean, obviously I want to continue to not drink between now and then. So I think I'll just make that goal number 3, like no alcohol. And obviously that goal goes past WLSFA, and goes through, hopefully through the end of July. That's the plan. 7 full months. But you know, it's always a challenge. I did fine on vacation. I felt good about it. There's probably only one time I was like, nah, it'd be really easy. Like, I'd really like to have a beer right now or whatever. Like, I don't really drink beer, but you know what I mean? Like, I want to have a rum and juice, but my virgin drinks were so good. I was satisfied. But you know, going to visit Liz and I'm going to that soon, and Valentine's Day, our tradition is always to go wine tasting. So like, you know, it'll be good to have new traditions, but you know, it's always kind of weird being the odd man out. The good thing about not drinking at Liz's birthday party though, is that I can drive. So like, she can drink and then we don't have to worry about how to get home, is that I can be the designated driver. So that's kind of nice that I can volunteer that. So those are my 3 goals, and those are my status updates so far. So win, win, win. If there's any other goals you guys think I should do, let me know. But I mean, the easy ones, the ones that make the most sense for me are those 3. No alcohol, because that's a big one for me, losing some weight, and my exercise, because I've taken like 6 weeks off with a back sprain. My back still hurts, but I can't continue to sit on it. Like, I need to move. I'm super sore today too. Thank God today's a rest day. Okay, so those are my WLSFA Countdown to Nashville goals. I talked about the 3-day refresh. If anybody is interested in doing my February challenge group, I want you to know something. A lot of people are doing it with the 3-day refresh, because even though it's like the New Year's over, a lot of people aren't seeing the scale move as much as they would like. And so they're doing the challenge pack that's has the 3-day refresh in it. And this month, 21 Day Fix and 21 Day Fix Extreme are both on sale, and it saves like 40, like 25, like $30 or something like that if you do the 3-day refresh with it, versus $20. Oh shit. Sorry, I just got a text from Howard. Like, I need to talk to him. Anyway, it's a great deal. So you can start off strong with a 3-day refresh, kind of cleanse your system, drop some of the bloat from whatever, and then jump into 21 Day Refresh. So we're starting, I think it's February 1st. I think that's Monday. So you'd want to order by this weekend to make sure that you get it. And sales are going to be on through the 31st. So you can order whenever if you need to. But message me on Facebook or comment below with your email address. Or you can email me too. It's, I think, flygirl28@gmail.com. And it's fly with an E, obviously. And if you've been seeing any of my posts lately on Facebook or Instagram, you'll see that I've gotten so many cool Fly Girl fitness stuff. So I'm super stoked. I got a t-shirt now, I got a cup, and I got a bookmark. I'm loving it so much. And then Sarah Spoon is going to help me in the next couple weeks. I'm going to go over there and she's going to help me set up my website. So, and not just for Beachbody stuff, just in general. Like, I want to start blogging again, and I have a lot of ideas of things I want to write about, because I write different than I talk. Like, I write a little bit more gracefully than I speak. So, I want to be able to get some of my ideas and feelings and expressions out on paper, and share those versus video, because sometimes they don't come across the way that I feel them. And, you know, I think I have valuable things to say on occasion. So those are my updates for the most part. Vacation. I went to Nicaragua. I was there for 10 days. We lost 2 days in travel, so I was really there 8 days. We spent 2 nights in a hostel, and then we spent seven nights with our friends in San Juan del Sur, which is the tourist capital. They own property and a house there, and it was amazing. I didn't see any scorpions. I only saw one really scary spider. Apparently, it's totally not dangerous, but it was scary anyway. It was huge. No scorpions. I saw a snake. It was pretty cool. I saw the most beautiful bluebird I've ever seen in my life. I didn't get into the ocean as much as I wanted, because I'm scared of the water, you know, like the water was great. It was warm. It was calm, but I also knew there was a fucking shit ton of jellyfish and stingrays on there. And so I got in my head about it. Like, instead of like, oh, what's the worst thing that can happen if I get stung by a jellyfish? It's going to hurt for half an hour. And there's small jellyfish there. So like, it's not going to kill me. Like, it will suck, but it's not going to be terrible. Obviously the worst thing about it was the few times I got bit by mosquitoes, because the mosquitoes there carry diseases. And I don't really do a lot of DEET, and the more DEET, there was one night, the night that I threw up in the restaurant, cause it was outside and it was just past dusk. Like, it was just getting dark, and there's a lot of standing water, cause here we are talking about pig troughs and wild animals out. I mean, it was a dive. It was good food, but it was a dive. And a lot of places like that, with the best local food, are like that. It's basically somebody's house where people are raising their animals and doing their laundry and doing all that stuff. But they have like their front patio as a restaurant. Like, you know, that's pretty standard. So, I used massive amounts of DEET that night. And it didn't make a difference. I got like 16, not really. I got like 6 bites, and 3 of them were pretty rough. But it's not so much, most of the bites that I got were small, and they itched for like a couple hours. And then either I had a little bit of a welt, but like super small. So it was fine. Here, Oregon and Montana, in Oregon, Washington, and Montana, I find that when I get bit, like, I get welts and they itch and they hurt for like 2 weeks. Here it was totally fine. There was only one spot I got a little bit, like, on my butt too, a little bit of, icky bug bites. So you worry, but if you feel fine, then you're fine. Like, I feel fine, so I obviously didn't catch a disease, but they do carry diseases down there versus here where it's not really a concern. Other than that, yeah, it was just beautiful. It was less green than I was expecting, just because they're in a drought. They're like a 3 or 4 year drought, but we got to go to the market, which is incredible. I bought a bunch of stuff, coffee and paintings, and a couple things that I was really sad because I didn't make it back. They ended up breaking some clay pottery things, some jewelry I bought mostly as gifts. But yeah, it was fun. It was just really fun. It was just nice. It was pretty relaxed, hot, humid. I sweat a lot. I'm sure that had something to do with it. Yeah, it was good. It was a great, really nice vacation. I felt, and because I did it right this time, mostly I go on vacation, I get home Sunday night and I go to work on Monday. I did not do that. I was like, I don't care if our vacation's a day short, we're coming home on Saturday. So we had all day Sunday to do laundry and grocery shopping and relax and just like get used to life again. Normal life, not life that takes place in a hammock. So, yeah, it's good. I'm really happy. So now that we're back, I've got 8.5 months until the wedding. That I have that as one of my ideas that you guys posted last month about things that you guys want to hear about. So I will maybe do a wedding planning video. I haven't gotten very far. I mean, I need to really finalize my guest list, and, that needs to be the first thing I do, but I've been really, really, really procrastinating on that. I know about the number, but, I need to get that together. Also, I really am stuck because I want to invite everybody, and I can't. I just can't. I have to make it as small as possible. And so I'm really concerned that some people's feelings are going to get hurt. So if you're one of those people who thinks you're going to get invited to the wedding and you aren't, please know that I'm sorry. Just ahead of time. I've had, my fiance's parents invite people, and I've had other people invite themselves. Like, I think that's really weird. Like, who does that? But, anyway, you know, you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, that's my update today. Countdown to WLSFA, countdown to Nashville, vacation, 3-day refresh, 11.2 pounds. Woo! Don't mind that. Yeah. So let me know about the February challenge group, you guys. Otherwise, I will be back into you with a countdown to Nashville goal and weekly update video all wrapped in one probably next week. I promise not to make it 25 minutes though. I just wanted to, because this is my first one for the countdown to Nashville. So anyway, I hope you guys missed me since I didn't make a video last week. I totally could have. I had Wi-Fi. I was busy. I read like 3 books. Like, I read like 2 books actually, but I was busy doing nothing, and I spaced it. I lost all track of what day it was until we had to go. So anyway, keep it fly out there, you guys. Have a great weekend. I'll see you next week. Bye.